One of the most important concepts in fish keeping is aquarium cycling. Beginners often hear experienced hobbyists say things like, cycle your tank first, before adding fish. But what does that actually mean? Aquarium cycling is the process of growing beneficial bacteria inside the aquarium so the system can safely process fish waste. Without these bacteria, toxic chemicals quickly build up inside the water and create dangerous conditions for fish. A healthy aquarium ecosystem is not created instantly. It takes time for the biological system inside the tank to become stable, balanced, and safe for aquatic life. Every aquarium naturally creates waste every single day, even if the tank looks perfectly clean from the outside. Fish release waste continuously, leftover food begins decomposing, and dead organic matter slowly breaks down inside the water. As all this waste accumulates, it produces a highly toxic chemical called ammonia. In natural oceans and rivers, these toxins are diluted by massive amounts of water. But inside a small aquarium, ammonia levels can rise very quickly and become dangerous for fish. This waste buildup is completely normal, but without proper biological filtration, it quickly creates unstable and unhealthy water conditions. Ammonia is one of the biggest dangers inside a new aquarium because it directly harms fish through the water they breathe. It attacks delicate gill tissue, reduces oxygen absorption, and creates severe physical stress inside the fish's body. Fish exposed to ammonia may become weak, stop eating, swim strangely, or remain near the water surface trying to breathe. As ammonia levels continue increasing, the damage becomes much more serious and can eventually become fatal. The difficult part is that ammonia is completely invisible to the human eye, so beginners often don't realize the water has already become toxic. Thankfully, nature has its own cleanup system called beneficial bacteria. These microscopic bacteria slowly grow on rocks, sand, filter media, decorations, and other surfaces throughout the aquarium. Their role is extremely important for maintaining healthy water conditions. One group of bacteria converts toxic ammonia into nitrite, while another group converts nitrite into nitrate, which is much safer in lower amounts. Without beneficial bacteria, an aquarium cannot become stable or healthy. Even though you cannot see these bacteria directly, they are one of the most important living parts of the entire aquarium ecosystem and biological filtration system. This entire biological process is known as the nitrogen cycle, and it forms the foundation of every healthy aquarium. Fish waste and decomposing food first create ammonia, which is highly toxic to aquatic life. Beneficial bacteria then convert ammonia into nitrite, another harmful chemical. A second bacteria colony converts nitrite into nitrate, which is much safer and easier to control through water changes or plants. This cycle continuously processes waste inside the aquarium and keeps the ecosystem more stable over time. Once this biological cycle becomes fully established, the aquarium is considered properly cycled and safer for fish. Cycling an aquarium is not an instant process because beneficial bacteria need time to grow naturally and establish stable colonies inside the tank. During the first few weeks, ammonia and nitrite levels often rise before eventually dropping as the bacteria population becomes stronger. In most aquariums, the cycling process usually takes anywhere between 2 to 6 weeks depending on the setup, filtration, and water conditions. Many beginners become impatient and add fish too early, which often creates serious water quality problems. Building a stable biological ecosystem takes patience because healthy bacteria colonies cannot develop overnight. Although aquarium cycling takes time, there are several ways to help beneficial bacteria grow more efficiently and safely. Using established filter media, live rock, bacteria starter products, and proper filtration can help speed up the process naturally. Regular water testing is also extremely important because it allows you to monitor ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate levels accurately throughout the cycling process. These tools help you understand how the biological system inside the tank is developing over time. However, even with these methods, patience is still necessary because aquarium cycling remains a gradual biological process. A fully cycled aquarium becomes much more stable, healthier, and easier to maintain compared to a brand new setup. Ammonia and nitrite levels remain at zero because beneficial bacteria continuously process waste efficiently inside the tank. Fish become healthier, less stressed, and more active in stable water conditions. Although nitrate is still present, it can usually be controlled through regular water changes and proper maintenance. Once the nitrogen cycle becomes fully established, The aquarium starts functioning more like a balanced ecosystem instead of unstable water chemistry that constantly puts fish at risk. Many beginners focus mainly on adding fish and decorations quickly, but the real foundation of a successful aquarium is the invisible biological ecosystem inside the tank. Cycling builds this foundation by allowing beneficial bacteria to grow naturally and stabilize the water chemistry over time. Once the ecosystem becomes healthy and balanced, fish survive more easily, water quality improves, and maintenance becomes much simpler long-term. Understanding aquarium cycling completely changes the way people approach fish keeping. A thriving aquarium is never created overnight, it is built patiently through biology, balance, and consistency.